Previously on The Story of Baby MJ.
Here we go. Yo, what you doing here in Plainview, man?
I live here now. And it was either Wolfpack or Dynasty for Club League, and I ain't want to play with you. So if I want to leave this broke down town, I have to prove I can shoot.
That makes sense, bro. Because you're small.
But since you care so much, I'm going to give you that L you've been asking for.
Yeah,
right?
I bet.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
Bet.
Okay. That will do it. Put it in the books. The Dynasty continue their amazing start to the season and now stand at 12-0. Great win for them.
Oh, are you thick in the head or something? I don't like you, man.
Look, I ain't trying to be your best friend. I'm just trying to win some games.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
How about we talk on the court? And off the court, you and me win cool. Because you playing for the fantasy. What, you think they're going to rebuild the factories because you passing a little Jimmy in the clutch? Then when you got some actual power, you can actually help these people. All right, stop this nice guy hiding behind that when the truth is, you scared to become the player you need to be in order to build a real dynasty. This is just a costume, bro. These words, meaningless, unless you put something behind it.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, think about it. I can't believe how many North Beverly hats I saw today.
Man.
Front-running high school team is crazy.
Yo, that's what happens when you win 8 straight titles and you're the most exclusive private school on the north side of Chicago, man.
5 assistant coaches. Full-time.
Mm-hmm.
That means they've been scouting you for months.
Guess I'm gonna have to just go in there and do my thing, you know what I mean?
Stop playing, MP. Do you want to win, bro?
Of course I want to win. What you
Well,
talking
then
about?
pass the rock. All right, you're on a whole nother level than everybody else. I get that. But we can shoot. All right, especially if we're wide open and they're throwing doubles at you with their all-star recruits, man.
Yo, Patrick, ever since you got to Plainview, you've been telling me to take over, prove to the scouts that I'm an NBA player.
Yeah.
And now we on the biggest stage and you sitting here to tell me to play timid? You scared? You nervous? What's up, man?
Scared, man. It's North Beverly. I can't lose to those guys.
Hold on. Why? Because you play with half of them on your club league team?
It's not the players, man. Players are in the same condition we in on scholarship. I'm talking about the fans. I can't stand the fans, man. They've been getting everything handed down to them. Their entire lives, man. And they swear it's because they're better than you.
Yeah, no, that's real. Meanwhile, somebody from Plainview can work twice as hard as them, and they'll never, ever get the same opportunity. I hear you.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
But yo, you want to hear something even crazier? One of the biggest donors at North Beverly is the guy who shut down the garment factory. And my grandfather, he worked there for 37 years, bro. 37 years, Patrick.
Man. If you force up shots, we're gonna lose, man. The stock's gonna drop. Who's left for me to manage?
Go with this managing thing, man. How about you just worry about knocking down your shots tomorrow, and then we'll talk about it, all right?
That's not a problem.
All right, then. Plainview. All right, man, let's get out of here, bro.
And let's go down to the floor as they get ready to announce the starting lineups.
Welcome, fans, to the High School State Championship. It's time to introduce the starting 5 for your Plainview Panthers. At power forward, number 50, Grant Tombo. At the center position, number 6, Dave Zadirko. The other forward, number 15, Al Petrucci. At shooting guard, number 1, Patrick Wells. At the other guard position, number 8.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining our coverage of the Illinois State High School Championship. What a matchup we have between the North Beverly Bearcats and the Plainview Panthers. Drake, what kind of matchup do you expect tonight?
Well, Joe, most fans expect North Beverly to once again take home the championship. But one thing we've learned throughout this tournament, you cannot count out MP and the Panthers.
Hard to bet against MP with the way he can dominate the game. But North Beverly has a complete roster.
Hey, the Bearcats are the cream of the crop when it comes to high school talent. They have the depth, but we'll see if anyone can match up and slow down MP.
Yo, welcome back to episode 2 of Baby MJ, aka Mactavius Johnson. You feel me? So last episode we had to beat the homie Pat in the Club League Championship or AAU Championship, whatever you want to call it, just to remind him that he can't mess with me still. But for our high school career, he decided to be teammates with me. Now I'm not gonna cap, our first 3 years wasn't the prettiest. We can never get over that hump in the state playoffs against North Beverly. They beat us 2 times in the state championship 2 years straight and knocked us out in the Final Four our freshman year. But something sparked in us, and we all had that feeling before going into the season that this year was going to be different. Since it was our senior year, Pat and I knew that we needed to get the job done this go around, no matter what. We were just locked in from the start of the season, but our final missions were still 2 completely different things, if you remember. You see, all Pat wanted to do was impress scouts, while mine was to win the state championship. But we did have the same goal in mind, and that was to beat North Beverly because we never matched up with them in the regular season, but always in the playoffs. I think since we got to the finish line and fell short multiple times, me and Pat came to an agreement and understood that to accomplish both our goals that we need to play together and not just play ISO basketball. We both knew that North Beverly had the financial advantage with their team when it came to practice facilities, jersey and sneaker sponsorships, and etc. But we knew with them being that spoiled that they weren't hungry enough like us this year. You see, all 3 years we lost to them, we were down key players because of injuries and grades in school. You see, our freshman year, Patrick had fouled out in the game against North Beverly during the playoffs, and it blew me because I told him to quit gambling because that's what they wanted us to do. After the game, me and Pat got into a little scuffle because he knew I was right and didn't want to admit it, but I'm going to let y'all use your imagination on how that went down. So, I feel like we were brothers at birth just to be separated from each other because of how we fought and argued so much. Still don't understand why this man really thinks he'll be my manager one day or why he wants to be my manager one day. But to me, it's wild, and we're just going to take it a day at a time. To be completely honest, I took the game against North Beverly very personally, way more than Patrick, because of what one of their sponsors did to my grandfather. This game, I could have easily focused on purely scoring like the last time we played them in the state chip, but I clearly wasn't enough. So this go around, I decided to focus on everything else other than scoring. I put my body on the line at every chance and did all the little things that nobody wanted to do. North Beverly expected for me to be ball dominant and score like previous seasons, but I switched up the game plan on them. Even switched it up on my teammates and coaches who completely had no idea what I was doing. In the first half, I was really focused on getting my teammates going and didn't really try to score. But if they gave it to me, then I would gladly take the easy points. My shot really wasn't falling like that during the game, so I just decided to be physical and attack any chance they gave me. My defense was solid and on point, so any guards that I was guarding were strapped and really didn't do much. Now, I can't play defense on all 5 positions at once during the game, so I can only focus on my matchups and had to let my teammates either put the clamps on who they were guarding or let them drown on ISO Island. I set the tone early and let North Beverly know that I was dead serious this time around and I was going to win by any means possible. I'm boxing out, I'm setting screens, I'm helping crash the boards, I was even getting a few steals. Now my family was in the stands going crazy after every good play I did and was telling scouts I can do everything like Boobie Miles' uncle in Friday Night Lights, but just for basketball.
How y'all doing up there? Y'all doing all right? 45. Boobie, that's my nephew out there. The boy can play some football, I'm telling you.
I think he'll win the Heisman Trophy someday.
The Heisman, really?
Oh, yes, sir. You can bet on it. Okay, who's your guy's favorite player? Miles.
He against being right. Don't make no difference. He can block, tackle, score the touchdown, snap the ball, hold the snap, and kick the extra point. Hell, the boy will fill up the Gatorade cooler, walk the dog, and paint your backcourt. I'm telling you, that boy can flat out play football. Ow! And he can pass.
I love my family to death and all the support they give me, but sometimes they can go overboard just a little bit, and it's kind of embarrassing. But in the second half of the game, it was a nail biter all the way to the final whistle. We were trying to break away from North Beverly so badly, but the 8-time state champs just want to let that happen, and that's exactly what I would expect from a team like them. Every possession mattered, and both teams knew there was so much at stake here. Now, North Beverly could build their legacy even more by being 9-time state champions, or we can have the biggest upset / underdog / David versus Goliath / Cinderella story in Illinois by beating the defending state champions. Now, this may sound messed up, but whatever happens to the basketball program at Plainview, if we win this game, I really won't care about, because we'll go down as the best team in school history to ever do it, and you can't tell me otherwise. But when I make it to the league, of course, I'm going to take care of not only the basketball program, but the school itself as well. North Beverly knew they needed to switch their game plan up, so they started sending double teams at me, which I don't even know why, because it wasn't like I was going for 50 or something. I just was doing everything in my power to be victorious and help my team win. But towards the end of the game, fatigue started to kick in, not only for us, but for North Beverly as well. I was so gassed towards the end of the game, but I knew I had to finish the game out no matter what. If the game was going to come down to free throws, a final shot, or a final stop, I knew I'd have to toughen up and knock them down or dig deep and get that stop. As time wound down, I could see the look on everyone's faces in the United Center, all the way from the fans to the players and coaches, that half of these people were either going to be excited or heartbroken after the final buzzer. I'm not going to lie. The final minute of the game felt like everything was moving in slow motion for me, all the way from the time clock to the players and coaches and even the fans cheering. This moment didn't feel like this the past few years, which is odd, but it felt like I was in a movie or something. But in our final huddle, I just told the guys to trust me, and no matter what happens here or the outcome, that I love them and I enjoyed doing the best thing I love to do. And this is one last final time, and I wouldn't do it with any other group than them.
And what can you say about MP and this team? You could never count them out. And they took down a titan in North Beverly today.
And out of all the schools to end the dominance of North Beverly, nobody would have expected the Plainview Panthers.
These kids are legends today and here on out. It's a Cinderella story that this state will never forget.
For Drake Hugo, Danny Hager, this is Joe Lamy. Thank you for joining us.
I told you we were going to get that W, bro. We did that. Hey, yo. Did y'all look at the stands during that trophy session?
Yeah, dude. Our whole section was crying.
Oh, man, it was crazy. I did not realize how much we meant to everyone until I saw it on their faces, man.
Oh, man, I ain't gonna lie. I had some tears rolling down.
Right?
Come on, man. That was some emotional stuff, y'all.
Bro, I had tears, especially because, like, this is it for me. You know? I'm not playing college ball, and I'm definitely not playing in FIBA like our boy
come
here.
on, man.
Yeah.
Chill out.
Nah, but for real. I never left Illinois, and you're going all the way to Hungary to play for our country? Yo, that's wild.
And I can't even think about that right now. I just got to focus on graduating first, and that's it.
Come on, man. You got the best grades on the team, and you talking about you got to graduate first like you something at risk.
Hey, it's just one step at a time, P. You know, it's That's how you get to where I'm at, man.
Yeah, that and being a freak athlete.
Nah, that don't hurt. But if you're trying to build something big, you got to do it brick by brick, man.
Speaking of bricks, Benny over here been putting up bricks all season.
I knew you was gonna say that.
So you got jokes now, huh?
I got jokes, I got the looks, I got the charisma.
Delusional self-esteem.
Whoa, throwing shots.
All the time, man.
Get a Mac, 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 Mac.